Hey y'all. Happy Saturday. Early May. Thought I'd go live and hang out, see what y'all are up to. I just finished my Zoom in my community. I do a once a month Zoom with my private community. If you ever want to become a member and just talk to me and hang out, it's $20 a month over there at mushroomvoice.com. We have a lot of Zooms that go on all month long, different themed Zooms, different community Zooms. So you can go look at the calendar over there and look at the themes and see if you want to come hang out with us. But I just finished that and thought, as long as I'm here, I'll go live and we'll hang out and talk. I just pre-released my book on dosing Amanita and what to expect. It's about 220 pages, it looks like it's going to be. And you can pre-order it now. Pre-orders come signed with a dosing card, an Amanita ceremony card, sticker, bookmark, hand signed by me right here before I put it in the mail to you. And the pre-orders are happening now at mushroomvoice.com in my store. And they ship on June 30th if you're interested in that. So, what are y'all doing on a Saturday afternoon? Let's see what is up. We're going to get into some stuff. Some research that I'm doing on THC and gating and Amanita and why there is a conflict of interest there. And some stuff that we were talking about in my community about some sound healing stuff. And here's the cards if you pre-order. This is the dosing card that will come with the book if you pre-order it that I had made. And then I had these made, the Amanita ceremony, how to prepare for your microdosing ceremony and then how to do a microdosing ceremony. If you want to make like a ceremony out of it, certainly don't have to. The stickers y'all voted for, if you'll go to the community tab and scroll back and look, you'll see where I put the voting up for that. And y'all selected the sticker that will be coming with the book if you pre-order it. And the problem with YouTube is a lot of y'all are giving me shit because when you voted, you said that number one wasn't the one that won. And what you don't know is I posted it across all of my social media. And the one that looks had the space and the blue background, whatever. That won overall across all social media. So y'all selected the winning sticker. It is now being printed. So it will be here at some point soon. Let's see who all we got here. Oh, thank you, Christy. I know. I'm so freaking excited. My God. Hey, Angie. Thanks for showing up. Hey, Nej. Good to see you. It's evening, so you're in Europe. Hey, Malika. Aw. I know. I'm so excited for it, too. It's crazy. Oh, thank you for ordering, Susan. Yeah, when I first put it up for pre-order, my goal was to sell about 100. And that 100 would help me pay to print all of the ones that I'm going to need for my book signing tour. So I'm kind of going up the West Coast and then over up into Canada. And then I'm going to go over to Dublin and the UK on my little book signing tour. So I needed enough to sort of ship ahead for book signings and everything. So I have like already way past the mark on what my goals were for pre-order. It just blew me away. Can I tell y'all a funny story about my pre-order? It was 48 hours of hell. So I'll tell you about that. Let's see. Love from Universe. Hey, was in sauna. Smokes. Oh, yay. And you still came here? Thanks. Yeah, let me show you. Again, that's the micro dosing ceremony card. And macro dosing dose card and micro dosing note card. So I'll tell y'all about the launch of the book. It was crazy. Oh, the book signing in San Francisco. You're going to be there? I don't know. Let me look at my calendar. It's in June for solstice. I don't know if I'm doing it at a bookstore or if I'm doing it at Mission Yoga. I'm probably going to do it at Mission Yoga. So that would be either Friday the 16th or Saturday the 17th. I'm still trying to work that out. Yeah, of June. June 16th or June 17th in San Francisco. I got to work that out. You know what? Depending on what Mission Yoga's schedule is like, and what would be better for their schedule. But I'll announce that in my newsletter. I announce everything in my newsletter. If you want to know about anything that goes on in my world or anything special, like that, any special items I'm making for the store or anything like when I'm going to be in your area, anything like that, it's always going to be in my newsletter. I only send that out once a month so I don't spam you. Special items in the store this May 19th is a solstice kit, and I'll be pulling a rune card for you. I had professionally printed a solstice ceremony card for how to do a solstice ceremony and a ceremonial oil that I made just for summer solstice ceremony. So that is coming in a kit. And then there's a mushroom ring that I keep on my altar on an antler. And then during the ceremony, I wear it. And so each person gets a ring also. And it's adjustable. So if you want to wear it. That and I'll sell the ceremonial oil separately too, I think, in the store. But dates for that, everything's always in my newsletter. If you want my newsletter, go to amanitadreamer.net. You'll see where to get on the newsletter right there. Well, we're losing people fast. We jumped up to 17 or 18, and now we're back down to 11. I guess I'm boring. Y'all talk. Y'all are more interesting than me. Y'all ask really good questions. Nobody wants to hear me run my mouth about promotional shit. Yeah, my book looks like it's going to be like that thick. It's going to be a pretty thick book. I don't have it printed yet. I can't wait to actually hold it in my hands. I'll do an unboxing on video and show it to you guys. So one of the things that we were talking about hey, let's see, who is that? Sebrin from Bulgaria. You caught me on live. Did I say your name right? What we were talking about in the community today was about cannabis and gating. And I've been doing some research on cannabis and the gating issues. And one of the things that, oh, good, I got it right. Okay, good. So in my research, THC inhibits glutamate and GABA release. And then CBD will suppress them also. And then ibotenic acid from the mushroom actually increases glutamate and GABA, right? And so one of the things that's happening then is, and I can try to find the links to the research on this and put it in the show notes here. But one of the things that's happening is even though with THC and CBD, even though it's reducing glutamate and GABA, which causes anxiety, even though it's reducing those, it's increasing dopamine. And they think that for people that have bad reactions, I'm one of them, severely bad reactions to THC, the reason is because instead of dopamine going up, dopamine is either untouched or goes down. And so what you get, like for me, is glutamate and GABA going down and just my anxiety through the roof because I'm not getting that increase in dopamine from it. So I have a really bad reaction to it. One of the other things that happens is that THC interferes in sleep and it suppresses REM and suppresses theta, which is when a lot of healing happens. And that's why a lot of people that take THC have trouble sleeping or with REM sleep or whatever. And then Amanita will actually increase REM sleep. And what I think might be happening is we know that ibotenic acid increases glutamate. So it's doing the opposite of what THC and CBD do. It increases glutamate. And then muscimol, the other drug in Amanita, it's increasing GABA. So what THC decreases, then ibotenic acid and muscimol increases. Also, there's precursors on board Amanita that look like they could potentially be bumping dopamine. So where some people THC will increase their dopamine. In other people, THC won't, or it actually reduces it. And then people that take Amanita, they get that increase in dopamine. Knowing all of this, this may be where the interference is that once THC gets in there and locks down those receptors for glutamate and GABA and dopamine, because it's fat soluble and it can last for so long in the body, when you then try to take Amanita and you don't get anything, that would be why, because the glutamate and GABA and dopamine receptors are busy being held by THC and CBD. And then people take Amanita, don't get anything. The other thing is there is a very small part of the population of people that do use THC and CBD, and they do still feel something. My hypothesis is that they're feeling an increase in dopamine from Amanita, but not from the glutamate or the GABA side of it, if you're following any of this. So what I want you to know then is that these just may help answer some of those questions. But if you have been using THC to reduce your anxiety, it absolutely is interfering with REM sleep and theta sleep. And it is absolutely reducing your glutamate, which you use for focus, attention, and thinking. And it is reducing your GABA, which your body uses to balance fight or flight responses. So if you would like to try to segue over to Amanita, there is that downtime between using the two and those receptors clearing out before you start to feel the results of Amanita. But a lot of people who use cannabis that come over to Amanita are very happy with the choice to do so, because not only are they getting the dopamine boost that they liked from cannabis, but they're also getting that increase in glutamate and GABA, and they're getting their dreams back, and they're getting their theta sleep back. It's still reducing anxiety. It's still helping with glutamate, but it's also returning their glutamate to levels where they have more focus and energy. And these are just the things that I'm hearing from people that are experiencing this, because I can't use THC because it's just instant panic attack. But people who have been talking to me about this now for 2 years, I've been sort of collecting anecdotal information about this, are saying this, that they're just really happy they got off of THC in favor of Amanita. I'm not saying that because I love Amanita. I'm not that small-minded. Just because it's a good drug for me doesn't mean it is for anybody else. I'm just here to give you the information. I don't care if cannabis is your drug of choice. If that's what you need and it works for you, great. I'm saying people that have made the choice to get off of cannabis and onto Amanita are reporting to me that it's one of the best choices that they've made, that they love it. And I'm just giving you the research as to why I think that might be the case, because still there's so little of it. There's so little research. You can order at Mushroom Voice. Pre-order the book at mushroomvoice.com. And Natalia's here. Yay. Caleb's here. Yay. Aris, that is what muscimol does. Yes, absolutely. Malika, this is so interesting. What if you smoke Amanita, then a little... Now, stacking is something completely different. You're talking about stacking. Stacking is when you use several different things together at the same time. A lot of people do that and report different, but positive results. Some people say they didn't feel it. Some people say it's beautiful and it's great. I'm talking about people that have been on cannabis for a while. They use Amanita and they're like, "Oh, this sucks. It's a crappy drug. Whatever. It's I don't like it." So, all right then. No more questions? Well, I shared with you the things I wanted to share with you. You can pre-order my How to Dose Amanita book and what to expect. It's a journal. It's worksheets. It's daily diary entry things. So maybe you will like it. And then I wanted to talk to you about cannabis. And there's like really more in-depth stuff that involve Area 25 and the hippocampus and all that I'm not going to go into here. So Amanita is like a mushroom trip. It's not like psilocybin. I have a whole playlist on psilocybin on my channel. If you click on my username and go to my channel, go to playlists across the top and find the psilocybin playlist. And I talk all about the difference between the two. And I go in depth about trips on this mushroom, trip stories, and tripping on camera at amanitadreamer.net because YouTube highly censors my channel. It's real weird what they allow me to keep up and what they don't. I used Amanita tea for 6 months. Yeah, it absolutely will fix your sleep, right? Jacob, is Amanita pantherina a helpful mushroom? It's helpful, but it's a higher level experience and it is not for the beginner. It is very, very powerful. If it's the only thing in your area, maybe you're used to working with it, but it's extremely powerful. It can have 10 times more actives in it than the most powerfully packed Amanita muscaria mushroom. It is not for beginners, but it's a very good medicine on its own. And at some point in the future, I may feel safe to talk about it on camera, but because it's so strong, so densely packed with the muscaroid medicine, it makes me nervous to talk about it publicly, to make positive statements about it. That kind of worries me. Oh, yay. Thanks. Who is this? Thanks for the pre-order. Oh, hey, Akira. Yay. My dosing class starts Monday. If any of you want to actually work with me one-on-one, May 8th, the dosing class. You can sign up for that on amanitadreamer.net or mushroomvoice.com. But once class starts, I won't be admitting any new people to the class. It'll be fixed in time. And then we meet every day for 2 weeks, weekdays, Monday through Friday, for 2 weeks straight. So it's 10 hours of class with me starting Monday, May 8th. The dosing class, you can get in that at amanitadreamer.net if you want to work with me. Other than that, then you've got the book, which comes out in June, but you can pre-order it now. You shared the link for the book and it's already, what? Disappeared. It didn't even come up here for me to monitor that. Let me try writing that in here. Dude, y'all, YouTube is messing with me so badly. First, they randomly selected videos that I'm not allowed to post. Really minor ones too, like how to identify an Amanita muscaria. Like they took that shit down. I had one that talked about how to grow Amanita, and all I said is you can't. They gave me a strike for that and took that down. I know that y'all see all these other videos of people showing you how to prepare it. They're all allowed to have those videos. I am not. Then they demonetized my channel because I talk about psilocybin after having used it and gave my trip story results, which literally thousands of other channels do. That's when they demonetized my channel. Now they are automatically disappearing people's comments that leave links to things. And then now the newest thing they're doing to me, not only am I shadow banned when people try to search for me in the YouTube search bar, but now when I go to put links in my own descriptions, they won't let me put links anymore. Like I'm just on the edge of having my channel eliminated, and I just keep taking down more and more videos and leaving like trailers in their place saying, look, if you want this video, it's over on amanitadreamer.net. And then people accuse me of being a scammer and clickbaiting and all this stuff because I would just want to send people to my website. It's like, bitch, all my channels and all my websites, all this stuff costs me $3,000 a month. I'm not doing that for shits and giggles. Like, YouTube fucking hates me. Must be doing something right. Yeah, Amanita is legal, Max. Absolutely. I'm on BitChute, been over there for 4 years. It truly is sad. Most of this is based around you being a woman. Well, see, I'm not going to say that shit because when I say that shit, I get piled up on. I know exactly why, and you are not wrong. And it's not because YouTube goes, I hate women. It's because the men do things behind the scenes to me. I only post B-roll to YouTubes. Really, Darren? Can you drop your channel? please, so I can go over there? Thank you, hiding. Thank you. I know, Seeking. You're not wrong. Yep. When I first started, there were 3 women in the mushroom / psychedelic space. None of them are around now. There are new ones that have just started, and I'm wishing them well. It ain't easy. How to get your book to Germany? Pre-order it. And these hands will mail it to Germany. Are you having trouble getting it to Germany? Or is it not letting you order it? Let me know, Chris. Mushroomvoice.com. You should be able to order it. Can someone post the book pre-order here in the comments? Well, that's what we're talking about. Somebody said they did, and YouTube deleted the freaking link. I think YouTube's not letting me link to anything anymore. Let me try. Okay, instead of linking to Mushroom Voice, maybe because it says Mushroom, they're deleting it. Let me give you my Hey Link Me. It's like the list of links. Maybe it'll let me do that. All right, I'm copying it. All right, here's my Hey Link Me. So if you go to Hey Link Me, you'll see the pre-order for the book there. Did you see it? It looks like it let me post it. The only ones that make it are content creators and girlfriends of Myco people. I think it's aggravating how we can't just get individuals being themselves. I know, right? Yes. I mean, the amount of misogyny, y'all don't see it because I block these people and delete their comments. But the kind of disgusting things that I get on YouTube, it's unbelievable. Seriously gross misogynistic stuff. It's really gross. My filter game is like 100%. Y'all wouldn't believe the terms I have for filters, to not allow comments. This is the weirdest words. Y'all would be like, why do you have that word in there? Oh, shit. It's funny. Oh, yay. Portugal's here. Hi, Louise. Thank you for your support. So can y'all post what time it is? Right now for me, it is 4:27. Boy, I am washed out by this light. Holy crap. I just saw that. Let me change the lighting. I don't like that at all. Maybe I can reduce it. Holy shit. Maybe that's better. Oh, much better. Woo! What times we got going on here? Oh, y'all got freaking 24-hour time. We got to do math. I don't want to do math. Amsterdam. So let's see. 12 and 22, 24 minus 22. So it's what, 10:30 p.m. in Europe? 9:30 in Portugal. Cool. Hey, Darren in Middle Tennessee. Can the Amascaria be microdosed with my friend Max? That is what I do for a living all day, every day, is teach about microdosing. And that is what my book that's coming out is about how to microdose, among other dosing. And the class I'm teaching starting Monday is about microdosing, and then how to macro and hero dose and the whole beneficial effects of it. If you don't want to join me in my class and you don't want to buy the book, you can go watch all the videos you want on amanitadreamer.net and enjoy every bit of it and learn. 127. Oh, so you're out on the West Coast, Akira. Yeah, cool. I got it right, Louise. Yeah. Oh, wow. Mr. 87, you're in Australia. You are in Melbourne time zone, right? Yes. Every time I reference you in 2 groups I'm in to people asking about Amanita, I get experts spamming me with fantasy info that you are a liar. I don't understand that. There's a whole group of people that follow me all over the internet, and everywhere I mention, call me a liar and say that I spread misinformation and steal content. It's the weirdest thing because everything that I do is, if it's a scientific fact, like I show and cite my sources, and all the other things I talk about are experiential or based on an accumulation of anecdotal information from the community. So it's, if I thought they were right, like if I knew I was making shit up, it would probably upset me. The only thing that's upsetting is they won't leave me alone. Like they follow me everywhere I go, and it's weirdly obsessively hateful. I think it's weird. Let's see, Max. So I can see I have some homework. Yeah, you do. A lot of it. That's funny. Let's see. Welcome to visit several healing places in Portugal. Okay. Do you know of any like psychedelic societies or large groups that might have me come do a book signing in Portugal? Think about it and message me on Instagram, Louise. Hillbilly, been out last couple days with the rain and hunting mushrooms. They're finally popping. Yeah, gourmets. Really? What are you finding? Zen's in California. Oh, cool. Seeking. Thanks for buying. John and Ava are amazing facilitators. Yeah. Let's talk about that. If they got a big group or whatever that would like to talk about Amanita. Hey, Mr. 87. So New Zealand, isn't New Zealand in Melbourne time zone, right? There are so many people in New Zealand that follow my work. I would love to visit. If I could get through that flight, that would be an amazing place to visit. I think we would have a lot of people, that could get together. Y'all are having your season now, or is it over? Isn't New Zealand? I think y'all are nearing the end of your Amanita season. Zen, I think those people are just trolls. I mean, partly, but like it started on Reddit because there were people over there. Well, I'm not going to talk about Reddit. My son loves Reddit. There are decent humans on Reddit. But in general, the trip side of Reddit, the drug side of Reddit, is deeply misogynistic. And when a woman shows up and speaks, she's just immediately mocked. Like, I tried to get over there in the cryptocurrency space. The hate that they unleashed on me was unbelievable. And when I was on the Amanita Muscaria subreddit over there, I came with the science, and these bros who would skim some study and then report something on the data were missing massive pieces of information, questions they weren't asking themselves that made that study invalid or that data completely wrong. And when I would say that, they would mock me and laugh at me. And that's where it began. And they said that I was an idiot and didn't know what I was talking about, and that I couldn't even read a study, and like the data's clearly right there. And like, so that's where it started. And that was just a complete dismissal of me as a human being. They were so awful to me over there that I left. I deleted all my posts and I left. And the owner of that sub asked me to be there. And I kept trying to correct and talk to them, but they came back with so much derision and toxic hate that I couldn't stay. It was seriously bad for my mental health. They went to Facebook and said, "Hey, look what she did. Look what she's saying. She's an idiot." And then they would get the people that hated me on Facebook, and they would just sort of band together like a roaming band of gypsies and just follow me everywhere, hating me. By the way, I'm a gypsy. That is my genetics and my DNA. So I can say that. And I'm not making fun of gypsies. We're beautiful people. But I just meant roaming like gypsies roam. But yeah, the haters, the misogyny. And what's funny is the leaders in Facebook, the leaders that had groups over there that treated me like shit, almost all of them behind the scenes that they don't want people to know, have private messaged me saying some of the vilest, grossest shit that they would be embarrassed if it got public, including sending me pics of their particular members of their body. So that's the kind of people that we're talking about. Boy, I went off on a rant, didn't I? I just understand how people live like that when all I did is show up in that space with love and be like, here's the science. No. You're reading it wrong. You're missing this piece of information. Let's talk about it. Like I'm a nerd. I want to talk about it. And then there was no reason for all that hate in anywhere. And if you think I'm wrong and you want to say, look, I think you're wrong. Okay, let's talk about why you think I'm wrong. Like, let's fucking talk about it. That's how science works. But some of them, it's because they were leaders of Facebook groups and someone with intelligence and knowledge showed up. And it showed them they didn't have the kind of knowledge they thought they had. And then it made them look bad to their group. And then they felt shame. And so instead of feeling shame, which you don't have to feel, being wrong doesn't mean shame, but clearly they felt shame, because why else do you have a knee-jerk reaction and hate someone who says you're wrong about the data and your interpretation? This is what you should look at. And they would immediately block me, throw me out, and then run around mocking me. So, okay, that was really shitty and negative. What did I miss? I think those people are just trolls. Yeah. I'm curious, when you make the microdosing tea, do you recommend the caps be dehydrated first? Malika, the only reason we dehydrate is to store. So if you found them fresh, cook them fresh. But if you want to dry them, dry them. I don't think that it really, well, now let me say, yeah, but a friend of mine who works with psilocybes for 25 years has said that he notices a difference between using them raw versus dried, and he swears there's a difference, and that there are compounds that are changing in the drying process. If that's the case, I would need to be able to use them, but I only have them grow here for about a week. It's real hard for me to get very much done with fresh mushrooms in that amount of time, because you can't grow them, because they pop up for such a short period of time. Doing work with them raw versus dried is just such a hard thing to do. But it's making me really want to think about that and do that study and that kind of work and see, like experiment with it and see. But you don't have to use them dried. You can use them raw, which may give you a different effect. Thomas, yep, and you aren't scientific. Those that need info don't get anywhere. I am scientific. I cite all my sources. And I'm working with people in labs. And I'm working with people that have testing. And we're doing some cutting edge work that I am not at liberty to talk about publicly. So, Thomas, I don't know. Why are you here if you want to treat me like that? Mr. 87, my granddad was from Melbourne. Oh, okay. How'd you wind up in New Zealand? Andrew, I think that they are upset they're unable to read your facial expressions properly. Too bad for them. Well, I mean, clearly in writing, you don't know what my tone is, but also because I'm autistic, I don't facial expression correctly for what I am emoting. That is a true statement. Hillbilly fungi, I'm pretty obsessed with growing psilocybin. Aw, the people that I know that grow psilocybin that are obsessed with it are some of the most beautiful people. The relationships that they have with mushrooms, it's amazing. Luis, I will. Oh, good. Thank you. Thomas, New Zealand season now. Just starting. Oh, good for you guys. That's awesome. Maybe y'all will post some of your stuff on Instagram and I'll get to see it. It's the end of the picking season in Adelaide. Yeah. I have a friend in Melbourne and they're running toward the end of their season. Mr. 87. Thanks. I try to be brave. It's hard. Angie, it's really weird what they're okay with on Reddit. I know, right? Like there's some subs that are really nice to people. And then there's other subs that are just shitty. I don't get it. Darren, ignore the haters. Don't be the jackass whisperer. Oh, shit. That's great. Malika, you're a Roma. I am Roma Gypsy. Indeed. Cece, happy to catch you live from the Mojave Desert, California. Hey, Cece, welcome. I would say that they are paid to do that, Mr. 87. Maybe what they did, Mr. 87, is the trolls and people that are paid to do that picked up on the leaders doing that and just sort of like took it and ran with it and made it easy for them, you know? Ew, Angie, I know what you're saying. Ew, too. Ew, indeed. You know what, though? All these private messages and the way that they kept making new accounts thinking I wouldn't know it's them and then say really embarrassing things. I keep their names quiet. I'll never out them. I won't. They're childish, sad people, Ilani. Hey, Ilani. Yeah, they are, right? Oh, yes, the Church of Science. I know that feel, bro. Well, look, let me talk to you about the Church of Science. Data that is measurable is pure science. I will trust measurable data as much as I trust the instruments. I will absolutely trust data. You've got to know what you're reading, though, because if you know that Amanita muscaria will convert partially in heat, then you've got to look at what the data says. Were they using heat? Were they not using heat? Were they using acid? Were they not using acid? Was it raw Amanita or dried Amanita? Or was it isolated muscimol or isolated ibotenic acid? Or did they order it, which means it's lab created, which isn't the same thing as a mushroom, and you're not comparing apples to apples. This is why a science background matters, and you can't just look at a data table and go, see? You've got to do all that background work before you can know if that's even good data to read. You know what I'm saying? How do you do that? You got to know how to read the report, the whole experiment, the whole write up. You've got to know how to read the whole thing to know what you're looking for. And that's the problem with science, is that almost all of the studies on this mushroom are deeply flawed in that respect, so that their data is invalid and barely usable because they were not sticking to the scientific method or to the rules of experimentation and proper controls and comparing apples to apples. So a lot of this data is just not even usable. What makes it religion is people that believe that all of science is infallible. And that's where the problem happens. If you can't look at a study and say that's a flawed study, it's so flawed that this data is worthless. If you can't do that because you're so addicted to science and you have to defend it, then it's a religion. And I run up against that with people on Facebook saying this study is valid. Why are you going against it? That's misinformation. And I'm going because this, and this makes this study completely invalid. How do you not see that? And then them getting upset with me. And then they're spreading, they are the ones spreading misinformation. And then they think that I don't know what I'm talking about. But I have the background that tells me that I absolutely do. My schooling, my experience in labs, and my experience as a teacher in science, and all of the degrees that I have tell me I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I don't know. That's my take on science and religion, and science being a religion. I trust data if it's verifiable data. Everything else you should always question. And then the people involved, then there's that whole corruption, because once you get the humans in it. I spewed and fell asleep on Amanita last night. Oh, man, that sucks so bad. I'm so sorry. That sucks. Let's see. Malika, that's so cool. All your powers make sense. I took a course in gypsy literature in college. It was really fascinating. I totally see you being fitting to group. Oh, thank you. That's sweet. Darren, NPCs have a hard time breaking that programming. It sucks. And I hope eventually, we all evolve, NPCs and all. Andy's still laughing her ass off. Can you grow them like cubes? No, Jay, you can't. They have very complex mycorrhizal relationships with trees and the environment and bacteria and the sun and storms and electricity and all that stuff. So no, we can't We cannot grow Amanita. Let's see. Wow, there's a lot going on over here in the comments. Let me find it. I lost you guys. Akira, psychedelics have a slower time than real life. So a few trips can seem so long, and a lot of trips can seem like a lifetime. So psychonauts like to talk about how much they did. You know, it's fun to talk about it though, because it's fun to say I've been to the other side. And the more you take, the more you get to experience and then come back with. It's kind of like the bragging rights of a long time ago when people would see, like, go on very long trips and then see the aurora borealis. It could take them months to journey there, and like it's bragging rights or something. I get it, you know. Thomas, you said the experts say that. What do the experts say? Lisa, hey girl, I'm floating over a vortex spring in Ponce. I know where you are in Ponce. I've done my time in Florida. I don't want to say where I've lived, but I've spent lots of time in Ponce. Cool. Oh, you got your sleep cream today. I make a really super powerful sleep cream. Kittens, too. Jeez, man. What a dreamy life. Thomas, you're saying, I know, but I don't know what you're saying. All this stuff. I know I said stuff to you about. Anyway, what are you referencing? I said a lot of things to you. My grandmother's from New Zealand. Oh, okay. Got it. Erica, love your work. Can't wait to buy your book. Thank you, Erica. Yeah, it's in pre-order right now. Yeah, thanks, Seeking. Severin, I tried Amanita tea several times and not have dreams. The last time I made a tea out of it, and after an hour passed out without have dreams at all. Am I resistant? Well, dreaming isn't the only thing that Amanita will do. Amanita does a lot of different things that you can feel. But if you use cannabis at all, then that's what we were talking about at the very, very beginning of this. When it's over and it's posted to YouTube, go back and watch the beginning of this live. I talk a lot about my love and relationship with our blue medicine. It's beautiful. I'm glad. It's nice to have people that use both besides just me talking about it, you know. Flotilla, I'm looking forward to your book too. Thank you. This summer, I plan to make some videos with Amy Dempster about panther caps. Oh, yeah, please do. That's cool. Do that. Yay. Hillbilly, for the past 3 fall seasons, I've tried to find Amanita, but no luck. There's a list of where they grow in your area. Go to amanitadreamer.net to the video about where Amanita grow in your area. And Mark Niemoller, he owns a Facebook group. He made this extensive list about where Amanita grow around the world. Amazing list. And I dropped it in the description. What's really funny is when I don't know anything about them, I used to see them all over the place. Oh, that just sucks. I mean, I get it. Funny, not haha, but yeah. Tector just got here. How about some details on the book? Thanks, Tector. Thank you. You can pre-order it now at mushroomvoice.com. It is about dosing and what to expect. It's part workbook, part textbook. There's daily diary stuff. I get into the technical details, but we also get into the esoteric long-term effects of using it. It's going to be over 200 pages, pretty thick book. Thanks, Jay. Let's see. This is maybe not autistic with the face, maybe just not lying with the face. Maybe. You're right. I mean, we tend to be pretty straightforward, you know. Maybe you are trying too hard, CC. I do sometimes because of the being autistic and being gaslighted my whole life and told to do better. Like, I wind up putting on a false me, trying to figure out what that means to do better. And when I finally figure it out, people listen. It's not me because I'm autistic. An autistic person does not present the same way. So masking then looks like trying too hard. It is trying too hard. So I decided once I took Amanita, I wasn't going to mask anymore. I'm going to be me, and I'm going to show up like myself. It's too tiring to try to mask. Mr. 87, the Church of False Money. It's all the Church of False Money. I hardly interact these days. Small list of happy places. Yeah. Chilling time at 70. Yeah. I hope when I'm 70, I'm chilling. My God, I can't do this for, especially fighting these people. It's too exhausting. Seeking. Would you be willing to make a science-based set of classes explaining to people how to properly research? Some people might not have those terms in their dictionary. That's a good idea. I don't think people care, Seeking. You think enough people would give a shit about that? I don't think people care. I think they're glad somebody else is doing it. Akira, there's still so much to experiment with. I know, right? It's crazy. Jay Baptiste, this is fear from some people. Yeah. I think it's all fear. PZ, hello. Congratulations on the book release. Thank you. Poland, where you like the forest. Absolutely. You remember correctly. I love Poland. The Polish people, man. Some of the warmest people that I've met on my travels. And y'all always show up to my channel. So supportive. Thank you. Lovely to listen to you. I'm off. Bye, Mr. 87. Monster Girl. Hey, Monster Girl. Hello, sweetie. I'm finally on stream. Aw. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. It's so exciting. All of the people that comment all the time, I'm like, please show up. Please show up. Mr. 87, 27 grams. I found myself in the future. Which one? Grams of what? Amanita or psilocybin? Misha. Been a lurker following you for a while. I've not been able to buy any of your products yet, but I hope to be able to soon. I appreciate your content. Thanks for coming out of lurking, Misha. That means a lot to me. Thank you for showing up. Yay. Hey, Rod. Thanks for catching the live. 1 a.m. yesterday, 2 today. I ate really healthy and fasted back and forth. So first time I'm one of your babies. Oh, CC. Y'all are great. Let's see. Hillbilly, do you have any future plans of having a get together with mycologists? Really would like to meet like-minded mushy minds. I mean, I go where people pay me to go. You know, I don't have the money to just like fly around places and be like, hey, if anybody's here, let's do something. You know, I can't afford it. But when people create an event that they want me to be a part of, lead, or talk, they pay my expenses to do it. I'll always go. I always say yes. Why wouldn't I? Sophia, well done for the book. Thank you. Is there a way to ship your products to Australia? If it has Amanita in it, I can't ship it to Australia, but the book can go to Australia, yes. Bye, Seeking. Mad Dav. Live surprise. I love those. I know. I'll do the same thing when I'm bored. I'll get on YouTube and see if anybody's live, and I'll jump on it. That's fun. I can't believe I caught up to all the comments. That's crazy. Well, there's 37 people here, but not 37 people commenting. So, any of you want to comment that are not commenting? Do y'all want me to pull a card for you? Let's see. We can do mindful messages. We can do, I have a special item going in my store on the 19th that is a ceremonial kit. So if y'all are going to buy the ceremonial kit, I won't pull you a rune card. But if you want me to pull you a rune card, we can do rune cards. Rune cards. I have the Alice in Wonderland deck, but I'm saving that for the fall. I'm going to do a live in the fall, and we'll pull an Alice in Wonderland card. So do y'all want mindful messages or a rune? Hey, Cindy. I just got here, have some tea I made with following hogs, Amy, but hesitant to use much at a time. If you want to dose with me, like with my help or whatever, my class starts Monday. And it's a 10-hour class. We go every day for 10 days, an hour each day. If you want to take that class, you can go get it at amanitadreamer.net. Otherwise, my dosing book maybe can help you through it. I love Amy. Amy's great. Following Hawks is great. I know the Alice in Wonderland deck, isn't it great? Okay, so let's do our mushrooms happy to be sold on the internet. Jay, they are so excited. When I pick them, they are so excited to know that they're going. Like, this is their whole reason for existing, is to help the world right now. So the fact that they're going to be going out into the world, they are so freaking excited about it. When I pick, I listen to them. And if any of them ask me not to pick them, I don't. That's just me. But yes, they are very happy right now. They are growing everywhere that they can to reach the humans to get this medicine out into the world. That's what they told me. I had that same question. It has worried me about that. I'm getting a yes right now. So what I want to do now then is, if you want me to pull you a card, then they don't like it when we poop in the toilet, though. Well, I mean, I thought about that, like our poop not going back out to the land. One of the things that the mycelium likes is if we are sweating, laying on the ground, and they can feel our energy. Like, I'll go lay out on the mycelium network. So in my area, I lay there and I have conversations with them. I think that they learn a lot from the animals that pee on the ground, and like a lot of dudes will pee on the ground out in the woods and stuff. I think they get a lot of information into their mycelium chemically too, that way, But it's more than just waste. It's also our vibrations when we walk on the mycelium, but also our bodies. So comment, please. A lot of you said yes, please, about these, but let's start all over again. So stop making comments, and I'm going to pull your card. So no more commenting. If you want me to pull a card for you, then just write the word rune or mindful. Okay? Just write the word rune or mindful in the comment section, and then I'll go through and I'll pull that card for you. Rune or mindful. Just write in the comment section, rune or mindful, and I'll pick a card for you. And these will be things for you to work on and think about. You can use it from now to the next full moon, since we just completed a full moon cycle. And this is the beginning of the next moon cycle. So you can use the mindful messages for the next month. Same with the rune. Neither one of these are Alice. I'm not using the Alice deck until the fall. All right, 37 people here. I'm happy to pull cards for more than just 20 of you guys. Hello, 701. Welcome. Okay, let me start with Cindy. You said yes card, but you wrote again. Okay, good. All right, so let's start then with Sophia Rune. All right, Sophia, you are Sawilo. JB, your mindful message is creator of happiness. I reclaim my power to create my own joy and happiness. It is not dependent on any outside source or individual, therefore it cannot be taken away. It can always be found within me. That's great. All right. We are at Cindy Kitchell, rune card. Your card is Wunjo. Misha, rune card. Your rune is Tiwaz. Monster Girl, your rune is Isa. Mad Dav, your mindful card is Tune In. Today, before doing what I normally do, I will take a moment to slow down, to place my hands at my heart space, and take a few deep breaths. I will ask myself what I truly want, and I will honor however I'm feeling. That's sweet. Tectagorch, rune card. Tector, your rune is Wunjo. Cindy, your rune card. Gabo. Asian, your rune card. Othala. That's the rune that's on my arm here. Andrew, mindful. Hey, Andrew. Your mindful card is I am enough. I am beautiful just as I am. I am loved just as I am. I am worthy just by being me. I don't need to fit in. I just need to be myself. And the right people will come into my life. Those who see and appreciate me for all that I am. I like the mirror. Isn't that great? Oof, that one hit. Okay, Jay Baptiste, your rune is Algiz. Hillbilly, your mindful is Intentions. All right, today is a fresh start. No matter how my day was yesterday, I can make of today whatever I want. My intention for the day is Malika. Your rune card is Ansuz. Kakio, your rune card is Kakio. Ready? Dagas. All right, we got Gabarox next. Woo, it leapt up. Gabarox, your mindful card is The Better It Gets. This is for Gabarox. When things happen that cause me to feel good, I know there are much more good feeling things coming my way. The better it gets, and I keep rising up. Rising up like a cloud. That's great. Rog Dog Rocks. That's hard to say. You're mindful, Rog Dog Rocks. Your mindful card is food. What I eat fuels me. I eat the best foods accessible to me. I infuse my food with love and gratitude before eating. Visualizing the nutrients I'm consuming and the love that went into growing and preparing this food. There's some emerging science about that. That's pretty cool. What a great card. Let's see. Maddie, your rune card is Maddie. Your rune card is Kinaz. Hey, Rod. Your rune card, Rod, is Pertro. Akira. The Alice card deck is this deck. Angie, your rune card is Ingwaz. Hey, Adrian Wonderland. Lisa, I'm the Lisa that croaked with you during AK Aka. I would still have it if I hadn't. I've never not wanted to. Good for you. Oh my God. That's so good, Lisa. Hey, Whiskers, if you want a card, Lisa, Whiskers, write if you want a mindful card or a rune card. Pretty cards. Aren't they great? JB, you're welcome. Okay, where am I? It keeps jumping up. The comments just leap forward. Crap. Don't do that. Please stop. Pretty cards. Thank you. Had a quick question. I just got some gummies in, but it has ibsinic acid blend in it. I don't know. I'm not going to speak on products till I've had a chance to try them, and I'm working on making a video. I just got to get my way through the products. You know what I mean? I'd like to learn the runes. I'm learning tarot right now. What is that rune deck? I don't have the box it came in. No, I do. I do. It's the Witch's Familiar. Is it? Is it the Witch's Familiar deck? Yeah, it's the Witch's Familiar deck. Ah, crap. I'm having a hard time today. The Witch's Familiar Runic Oracle. It's washing out. See it? Okay. I fight respectfully for Amanita, and I love that I can sound smart again with intelligence, right? Isn't it nice to get your brain back? My gosh. For the woman, appearing of the rune indicates the appearance in her life of a man. Yes, please. Oh, good luck. Good luck. Can you just pick the cap? Yeah. For the rune I got, very appropriate. That's awesome. Thanks. It's my first live. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for your work. I'm from Germany. Picked last fall. Boy, do y'all get a lot of great ones in Germany. Still haven't found out the dosing, though. Yeah, you'll work it out. But there's a book now. My book on dosing Amanita is just pre-released. It just became available for pre-release. All pre-releases, I'll be signing them, and you'll get a dosing card that I had printed up, and then an Amanita ceremony card, and then the stickers that everyone voted on, and a bookmark. So that's if you get the pre-orders. After the pre-order closes, I won't be signing them or anything. They'll just get shipped straight to you. And then I'm teaching a dosing class starting Monday if you want to get in on that. You can get in on that at amanitadreamer.net. Where are we? Stephen J. Where does Amanita grow in Wisconsin? Pick a rune for me. Okay, Stephen J. Stephen J. Not so many grow in Wisconsin because it's so dry there. Your rune is Awaz. But if you're going to find any, I have a list in the description of the video called Where to Look for Amanita in Your Area. And that is on amanitadreamer.net. YouTube took it down. It's such an egregious video. Akira. Oh, wait. No, we're not there. Thomas, when I pick, I freeze them in batches to use later. When you freeze them just completely raw like that, does it not break the cell walls and they come out all floppy and oozy everywhere? Akira, I'm not familiar with those cards. I just have the macabre and the original. Oh, cool. Blue Dan, I want her to be wearing the Amanita hat. Yeah, but it won't fit. Why do I have these on? I'm not talking to you guys. That's ridiculous. It's because I was on Zoom earlier and I had it on. Look. fun. I love it. Okay. Greetings, Lefo. If you want me to pull you a rune card or a mindful card, please drop it in the chat. 701, mindful card 701. You ready? New adventures. Oh, today I open myself up to new adventures. I go out and do something I've been holding back from. I move through the fear rather than let it control me. I trust my intuition and follow my desires. Lucky you, 701. Rog Dog, thank you for the mindful reading. You're so very welcome. Angie, you are welcome. Misha, ich liebe Deutschland. You do. I've been to Deutschland. I've been to Frankfurt and Munich. Drove the Autobahn, saw a bunch of castles, ate good food. It is cute, Misha. Isn't it great? I freaking love it. Blue Dan's 80, thank you. This feels much better. Okay, you're welcome. Oh, y'all. Cute Amanita, princess in hat. Thank you. Misha, I have family there. Where? You're welcome, 701. Anthony. Anthony. Oh, my God. Anthony, why don't you come to our community and get on our Zooms, man? Please come to our Zooms. Alex, oh my God, all the people are here. Y'all are great. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Alex. All right, I'm going to bury this deep in this live because most people are not going to make it this far, but I'm going to give y'all a free month in my community. Y'all come hang out with us on Zoom. If you've already used the free month, you can't use it again. The code to get a free month over at Mushroom Voice and come hang out with us is month 23. I'm going to write it on a piece of paper and hold it up. Month 23. You have to choose tier 3. It's the most expensive tier. But if you set an alarm and cancel, then it won't ding your card. I'm sorry. That's the only way I can give you a free month. There's no other way to work it. This is your code to get a free month in my community. And come talk to me. Come say hi. Choose tier 3 and put that in the code, the coupon code. Come hang out. And then if you do that, don't do it today. Like wait a couple of days and then go join the community and it'll be good for a whole month. I do my Zoom on the first Saturday of every month. But I show up to all the other Zooms, not all of them. I try to show up to as many of them as I can, but don't count on me being there all the time. But especially on Saturdays, I try to come to those. Y'all come say hi. I miss you guys. I see you over here on YouTube, but I don't know your face. So come say freaking hi in the community. It's $50 a month at tier 3 where I'm telling you to sign up. And if you can't afford that and you don't want to ding your card, I have a secret little trick. Make an email to yourself. Every email program has a way for you to schedule an email. Schedule yourself an email for a couple of days before the end of the month, before it's going to ding your card, to email to yourself to remind you to go cancel your membership. That's how I remember to do things that are time sensitive, is I schedule an email to myself. I don't trust my phone notifications. I miss them, because my phone stays so busy. So I send myself. Yeah, because you're tier 3. If you sign up for tier 3, you can come to every single Zoom, all the themed Zooms and everything. I don't want you to just go to just the $20 tier. I want you to go to the $50 tier. So I wanted to give away the best one for free. Do y'all do Zooms together? Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Go to mushroomvoice.com and sign up. Come hang out. Anybody else want me to pull you a card? Alex Torres, please come to our Zooms, man. All of you guys, Anthony, all you people that show up all the time over here. Yeah, Google Calendar. Those pop up. They're pretty reliable. Yeah. Yeah, use Zoom, Anthony. Use Zoom. That's what I use. Yeah. We have the coolest conversations, y'all. Today, man, we got into so many deep dives about so much stuff. I really need to figure out how to Zoom. Tessa, it's so easy. Yes, please pull a card for me. Okay, Woda. Which card, Woda? Do you want a mindful message or do you want a rune? Waiting for Woda to answer me. And it's 5:15 and I'm hungry, so I'm going to go eat. Okay, mindful message, Woda. Oh, expressing love. Today, I notice the things I appreciate about the people in my life. I take a moment to send them love and to wish them well. My love is infinite, and it feels great to express it. That's so sweet. There you go, Woda. I am with you all the time on YouTube. Oh, Alex, you always are. That is a true statement. Y'all, I get up every day to check comments on my videos on YouTube, and I'm like looking for all those familiar names. And when y'all show up, you don't know how happy I get. I appreciate it. Tessa, rune card for Tessa. All right, Tessa. Gabo. You're welcome, Woda. Anthony, pull one for me. Which one do you want me to take? A mindful message or a rune? I always forget about myself. Oh, shit. Which one, Anthony? A rune or mindful message? Mindful. Okay. My mindful message is return to the body. I needed this one. Oh my God. When I'm caught up in a stressful moment, I can move my awareness to my body. Is my jaw clenched? Is my body tense? How is my posture? This helps me to see where I can relax, let go of tension, and now I can return to any situation more calm and present. Thank you. I needed that. It's been very stressful getting this book to pre-release. Been very much up here and not in here. Alex, you care so much for us. I care so much for you guys. If you only knew, and I'm glad you know. Yes. I'm happy I can make you or someone else happy by just being on this planet. Of course, monster. Every time I see your name there, your username, I'm like, oh my God. You're welcome, Tessa. Thomas, you can freeze them on a tray individually and then put them in bags. They still work the same and hold together when you simmer them. Okay, well, that's good to know. I always assumed that the freezer would break the cell walls. So I know, right, Anthony? All right. Well, it's been about an hour. I just wanted to hop on and say hi and check in with you guys. I'm going to go. Come join our community. You can pre-order the book if you want to. You can buy me a coffee. YouTube demonetized my channel. So I am at the mercy of anyone who is willing to send any love my direction. Of course I answered you, Cece. I love you guys. Thanks for being here and showing up and making it a party. I love you, beautiful people. Have a good rest of your weekend. Bye.